And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta as Humanity First. We're public campaigning a little bit intensely. In the next counselor cycle, we'll try to take over some of their points so we can get the army of the African Union down to the Southern Territory so we can declare war on South Africa. We'll have to probably go in there and take it over to make it stop allied to various factions to really get that to work, but that shouldn't be too hard to do. Indoor, I suppose I could probably declare war with the EU. Yeah, the EU could declare war. On Somalia or South Africa? How did Somalia get in there? You've joined the rivals list. Okay. The EU. Okay, so that would bring in Iran. Iran is nuclear armed. I don't think we're ready for a regime change in Iran. I think we'll hold off from just declaring war using the EU for the moment. Yeah, let's confirm silence. Let some time pass. We're waiting for one of our nano factories to complete our nano factoring complex in Mercury, so that we can build a bunch of control down there. So we can have space to build more ships in space. Because yeah, right now our mission control is 167 for HABs, 137 for ships, and 4 for having too many mines.
Moving in our direction.
The 4 for having too many mines is not a problem, so not too bad.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
The people will come to our side. Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Our case remains unheard.
Oh, they're coming to me. That works out for me. Grab the armies down here and send them up as well. Bring that megafauna down.
Where do you need me?
Okay. You public campaign
I
there.
will tell our
I
story.
think we've done enough. We can probably do the
orders?
purge. Yeah.
Applying pressure on their people.
And if we've done enough for the
At your
purge, or
service.
done enough for the crackdown, then if we successfully crack
Terminating
down,
the
that purge will succeed. Farm assignments, let time pass. I think it's this cycle when our manufacturing complex is going to complete.
Lending my expertise.
Even more fizzles, that's good to see. With that done, swap over the 10% of all off Earth. Plasma batteries are about to finish. There's the nano fab. Okay. We're going for Ramsey Station. So I want to rally the Earth fleet to Ramsey Station. Ooh, that's an annoying loiter. We're getting stuck loitering here for 4 hours. Getting stuck loitering here for 4 hours. That's annoying. There's the improved plasma battery. Advanced plasma batteries. There's an argument to pick that one up. So that's a favorite. That's not what we're going to do next. Actually going to do advanced coilgun batteries next. So the aliens are going to hit Ramsey Station first and fight the PD with the defense there. And lose. I don't think the plasma gun improved it that much, but maybe it did. Maybe it did. Okay, back to the shipyard. You flew out to a place you didn't need to be.
The people will come to our side.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
You've hurt them their hearts.
Oh, before I forget, we built that manufacturing complex. I should do the follow-up. Oh, without the tier 3 one. I don't have the tier 3 one yet. Check and see if I have the ability to research it. I don't think so. Showing the tech tree. Command center. Where's fleet logistics? Okay. So the problem is that one's 10. So that one would be quite positive. Operations Center, on the other hand, is only 4. Which presents a problem. In that if I build the tier 4 HABs to support the +4, it just ends up a big wash. Not quite what I want. So I could launch the tier 4, but then we don't get any mission control doing that. So I'm gonna have to launch the tier 2. Yeah, we're gonna launch a bunch of tier 2s. We're gonna launch 4 of these. And each of these will need, obviously, to meet requirements, we'll want an ops center built in space. So that means this costs us 3, but provides us 4, so we're up +1 at the end of the day. We're going to want to farm to feed the crew. And then we presumably need to power it with solar, because that's why we built at Mercury. And then the rest I can fill up with other modules to sort of generate basic goods. Right now I want influence, so I'm looking for quarters. This basically costs us 0.1 water, 0.1 volatiles for 3 money and 2 influence a month. Okay, so we're going to save that template. And then we just go to each of these and apply the template.
residuals in the trim. Correction to sun check, over. Roger, action -0.1, -0.2, -0.7. And we use the pings, noun 86 for Delta BZ, which is 9.5, versus yours, which is 9.1, and I believe that may explain the difference.
Okay.
Apogee,
And then one more.
Maryland,
So it's gonna take us a while to build these up, but when they're done, we'll basically be positive on influence. And well, again, each one of these is just benefiting us with like one mission control. So we're gonna have to do this over and over and over and over again to make a general significant improvement with mission control. Until I can either get costs down or access to the higher tier one, which is what we're working with the fleet logistics. So I made that command center. Independent commands, I believe, is a cost reducer. Ships reduced by 15%. Yeah, so and ships aren't currently our biggest. It's technically HABs, but 15% is 15 mission control. So we can technically continue that cycle. 15 more mission control we can put into HABs, and then put the ops centers on them to get 4 for each 3. Speed up the rate. There's the Triton Fuser Drive. And get started on actually moving up the main quest line, Hydra Interrogation. With the Fuser Drive done, I can evaluate how effective that's going to be improving ships. So let's say we upgrade you. This is obviously going to be an invalid refit because we're going to be shoving on you and the Fusion Drive we have. So we can immediately see the biggest advantage this fusion drive has. And that is, okay, it costs a bunch of metal. But it's 3 doublings more fuel efficient. Yeah, about 3 doublings more fuel efficient. And I think it's a lighter drive, too. So we're getting 91.5 kps on these things. We can't refit into them, but that's a pretty good pretty good speed on those. And in fact, really for orbital transfers early on, we only need like 30, so that's what we'd run. Unless I want more speed. Oh, we can even go more speed on them. That wouldn't be a problem. Vanquisher Block 5 class monitors, only pulling 7.8 millig's of acceleration, but 38 kps. Yeah, so there's a significant speed decrease. But tripling the fuel, even while reducing the fuel tanks. If we jump to our dreadnoughts, let's imagine we're doing a dreadnought swap. Oh, because that one can't. That one can run the hydrogen. That's fair. So, invalid refit again. Definitely gonna have to run all the engines on this, but now we're getting something with 43.4 kps on our massive dreadnought. Yeah, I could probably work with that. In fact, we might work with that, so we'll go ahead and save that design. Ship class, same sort of thing with the Lancers. Drop you, drop you. Drop the Celestial Hydrogen Tank. I suppose from utility module, if we drop the Hydrogen Tank, we put the cyclotron back on. And the power plant. And yep, 38.7, that's acceptable. Not very fast. But that's acceptable. And the battleships are same sort of logic. Drop the hydrogen tank. Drop, drop. Place. Place? Yeah, if we've got the mission control for that, we might build some of those. Honestly, those have got enough transitions so that we can fly them back and forth between Mercury and Mars and Earth. We can move between the places. With 30.
Every time we build walls instead of bridges, we move further away from peaceful coexistence. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee, speech at the United Nations.
Trans-interface warfare. We contribute the most, so we can pick the next replacement. There's an argument at some point I'm going to be wanting space tourism relatively soon. Specifically because it's a good source of influence and money in Earth orbit. Although we've got hospitals, hospitals kind of do the same thing. I think I went independent habitats. If I remember which one this one is. Let's take a quick gander. Yeah, we want to work towards independent habitats. So, that one.
We've removed some threats.
Yeah, we're moving to things that will get us more mission control and or reduce our mission control costs. And then once we do that, we're going to build ships. Right, I'm going to build battleships. I'm going to, probably dreadnoughts and lancers. Really lock down those orbits, like 15, like 5 lancers, 10 dreadnoughts. And I think we've got Earth, in each Earth, Mars, Mercury, and we locked it down. And we're thinking about attacking.
Ready for my mission. Removing our enemies.
Where do you need me? Turning up the heat.
Oop, another minor. 6%. Although it's 6% of 3 stars. 6% of 3 stars. Pretty bad. Not gonna lie. Not that desperate for more space resources, especially as we move away from fusion.
Lending my expertise.
Now, build or improve ships at my actual Earth shipyard. Yeah, if I only had the mission control to do that.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us. Crackdown complete.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Oh, something has actually reduced my source for mission control. Let me fix that. Oh, I've got... Do I have Megafauna running around? Maybe. Might have Megafauna running around EU. Or had some. Oh, don't. Space defense. Turn that off. I'm thinking Russia. Okay, that's good. You're fine. I've got a bunch destroyed in African Union. Don't build space defense in the African Union either. I'll build a bunch in African Union, buy some space there. Might get damaged because we don't have as good a control of the Megafauna in there. Hardened ham shelters, we're going to want that. Whoops, I'm going to have to take Uganda to go back over again. At least that should be quick.
Our associates are now in charge. Standing by. Terminating the opposition.
Reporting in.
Reporting in. We'll bring this nation to our side.
Ready for my mission. Bringing them on board.
Let's go tell the new government of Uganda that they're going to be the same as the old government of Uganda in comparison to Humanity First. Oh, this is May of next year. And then that's a few years out. Definitely use more science. Well, I'm down to 5.4k science. That's part of what's going on. Yeah, we have to figure out how we build more science. Oh, we've got a big insurgency problem going on in EU, so we're losing 21st on the science from EU. That's gonna be counselor boosted unrest, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna have to free a counselor to go up and fix the EU.
Lending my expertise.
We're winning their hearts and minds. We have neutralized their key people.
So yeah, waiting for stuff to happen. They did sabotage one of our launch facilities, or one of our mission control facilities, so we lost a mission control.
significant support.
Our presence is growing.
And we're back in control of Uganda.
Our people have taken control.
And we're in control there. And once we're in control, we can do this. Our armies can then move down. There. And now I should be able to declare war using the African Union. Now, probably South Africa has all sorts of weird allies that need to go kick off the ally list. Yeah, we don't want to start a war with Japan. Or Myanmar. Or South Korea. So I need to go take over South Africa, end all those alliances, and declare the war.
Ready to go.
Your orders? Targeting the opposition.
Standing by. We will turn down the heat.
What's the op? Restoring order.
Acknowledged. We'll make things safe.
Okay, let's repair our law and order in the EU, bring the insurgency to end. Should shoot up very rapidly the science there, because right now this is doing more than almost 36% malice on the science output. And I wouldn't be surprised if the EU makes up the majority of my Earth-based science right now, so it would be a big boost to get that fixed.
Lending my expertise.
Okay, so the orbital cores are done. And the solar panel's done. So everything has just turned on, so we just got a bunch of influence. 18 influence per those 4 halves. And it's only like 2 more influence per day, but ends up.
Things are stabilizing.
Order is returning.
Violence is abating. The people will come to our side.
Ah, yeah. Already much better science now that we've reduced it from almost 6 to 3.
Mission canceled.
Yeah, someone beat us to the purge. So now we're waiting for the op centers to come online. When they do, we'll just build more. Build up a bank of mission control is kind of where we're looking right now.
Where to? We're taking power.
Ready for orders. Cracking down.
Lending my expertise.
Yeah, and the Op Center will be done on the 2nd of December. Along with the... 3rd of September we'll have the farm. So we'll be saving all the volatiles and water we're paying. Everything that isn't a module upkeep. Right, so the crew will be fed and watered pretty soon. 3rd of September. Quarters will... Which meant the quarters will be much more cost-effective. The Op Center we're going to wait until 2nd of December. So 2nd of December we'll go from building 4 of these to building probably 5 of them. Another 5 up in Mercury.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
I will report when my mission is complete.
Violence is abating.
Violence is abating.
We've moved the needle. The control is vulnerable now.
There's the farms coming online. Arcane, let's divert some resources to help. Fight between someone and not me.
We are in control now.
We're gonna have to go take a point back in Singapore.
Ready. Targeting their key people.
Ready. Targeting the opposition.
Singapore may be one of the few places where it actually is worth picking up the space defenses, just to keep anyone from bombarding it from space. Also, it's so rich that it's not too much of a burden to pick up.
Ready. Lending my expertise.
Things are cooling off.
Things are stabilizing.
There we go.
We have hurt down
Up
their
and stable for the moment.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Yep, something happened that took them off the executive there.
We're in control.
Is there like a coup or something? There was a coup. Okay, I can work with that.
I'm here. Time to make our move.
Acknowledged. Restoring order.
At your service.
Okay.
I'm here.
These two can
Acknowledged.
or pick up skills. You can take some investigate. You're gonna take some command. And then we confirm assignments, let some time pass. At this point, we might not
Lending my expertise.
be doing very much, partially because the aliens, I think, are actually reasonably scared of our fleets. And then secondly, we don't have enough mission control necessarily to be building things to go on the offense. We've got everything sort of focused on defense at the moment.
Things are stabilizing.
Things are cooling off.
We're winning their hearts and minds. Things are cooling off.
Yeah, so we're making a bunch more science now that we've stabilized the EU for the moment. Environmental degradation. So I can pay or pay less because I'm extremist. This is the EU. I don't necessarily want to significantly decrease their GDP, so we'll just do the pay a little bit more option.
Policy direction complete.
Their war, South Africa. Confirm. Join war, join war, join war. Oh no, we lost the control point of the nation we're actively invading. This is but a minor setback. See, we are liberating them from the tyrannical government to a slightly less tyrannical government.
Ready for orders. We'll restore peace to this nation.
At your service. We'll make things safe.
Okay, now we're looking at January for those two. That's a step in the right direction. Again, we'd still like a little bit more science. I suppose that's something I could be building instead of influence. The next hab as I could put a bunch of science labs up.
Lending my expertise.
Order is returning.
Violence is abating.
Things are cooling off.
We've moved the needle. Order is returning.
Coming in with the crackdowns, are they?
Reporting in.
Acknowledged.
Reporting in.
You're gonna want science. I think that's it for the moment. Okay. Confirm assignments. Let time pass. And I think we're just about to overrun South Africa.
Lending my expertise.
There we go. To control Cape Town region of South Africa and retain the claim of the region. The question was, did those regions get ended as hostile claims? And because we were actually more democratic than them, the answer is no. No, they were not. Let's go deal with Xenoflora. We're still trying to get rid of the one hostile claim we do have. And also improve the government so that we can kind of do that to other places, right? So if we're higher government in the place we're annexing, then we don't get a hostile claim, as long as we have a claim. So we're going to be
Things are cooling
democratizing so we can spread democracy.
Order is returning.
Things are stabilizing.
The people will come to our side. Violence is abating.
Okay. So they critically failed and got captured. So now we got our operation centers up at Mercury. So we got more mission control, which we're going to spend on making more mission control. Where's that may sound? Do I want more influence or do I want more science? It's tempting to go for more science. Yeah, I'm thinking about more science. Either way, we're going to found orbitals. 7 new orbitals. Okay, so in these, obviously, we're building them to do an operation center, which we want to support with the farm, and the solar array to power them. At which point, there is an argument to pick up some more of the science multipliers. We don't have energy maxed, we only have 30% from energy. So if I just grab Energy Lab, and we got 9 empty spots here, so we just go ahead and like that would work. This will be +1 mission control. This will provide us with just under 25% energy, which will bring us back up to the energy optimal 50, assuming we're getting the 30% energy from other energy labs. Okay, next one, similar sort of logic. And Operation Center Farm. Solar array. Kind of want to do the same for life science. So let's fill this in with a bunch of life science. Op center, farm. Solar array. And basically want to do like one off on each of the sciences below 50, so military and info as well. So let's find the military. There's the military science lab. Okay. So we had 4 sciences below 50. Those were the 4 sciences. We'll take that as a incremental improvement. Technically, that's 9 times 5 times 4 in base science. Or 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 9 is 180. So it's 180 base science. Now, regardless of where I'm going to spend it, I'm going to give it like 50% bonus. So it's actually about 270 base science. So not a big improvement, although it is also, for things that are energy, life science, military, and info, going to be providing us a percentile bonus on our existing. And arguably that percentile bonus is actually going to be bigger than the flat bonuses in the short term. And the rest of these, we're gonna use the existing template to get more influence. There we go. And then we wait for that to kick in. And that'll provide technically another 7 in addition to whatever we paid base in mission control. Because it's going to be 4 times the 7 of them. So it'll be 28 mission control additional. And at some point we'll unlock the Tier 3 command center, and then we'll start upgrading them from the Tier 1, or the Tier 2 to the Tier 3. Which is going to open up more slots and more mission control per hab. You can pick up a little bit more. Well, spend one of your things to get some experience. We'll give you more espionage. Again, we're trying to get you more hidden, so we're less likely to get missions come through on you. You want more command. And otherwise, I think we're good. 2-star energy for... or 2-star mining org for 5% mining. Can't... well, that's the problem I'm running into at this point. Trading away the boost orgs. Putting them on the bench. Most of the boost orgs also come with a little bit of mission control, and I need that mission control at this point. Maybe don't need the mining as badly anymore. So we're going to pass on picking that mining up, because I have no place to put it. Partially, what I will do, which isn't quite passing up on it, is we now have the ability to buy stuff straight to the unassigned pool. We're going to buy it in the unassigned pool. So if I find a place for it later, we can sort that.
Lending my expertise.
There's the advanced coil gun battery completing. Let's do devolve space command, so we're less likely to get a hab revolt. Also finishes really quickly in comparison to some of the other stuff. Because the Hydra spoken language is so simple, and complex factors such as meaning and tone spring primarily from olfactory emissions. Okay. That's the Hydra interrogation.
Colonel, our interrogation has extracted a great deal of information from our captive.
Subject was initially uncooperative. Under persuasion, it revealed the following. The Hydras have come here to enslave the inhabitants of Earth and press them into service as battle thralls, i.e. slave soldiers. They've already enslaved at least 2 other species in this way, which we named the Salamanders and the Griffins. Hydra arrived in our solar system less than 1 year before first contact via discontinuity in space-time, more commonly known as a wormhole. Our end of the wormhole is situated in the main alien base in the Kuiper Belt. The other end is in another solar system controlled by the Hydra. The wormhole requires an enormous amount of energy to create and maintain. It can only emit a small or a relatively small quantity of mass over a designated period. This places sharp limits on the quantity of personnel and technology our invaders can bring with them. Due to point 3, the Hydra invasion force is relatively small. The subjects estimate that there are no more than 500 Hydras currently present in the solar system. Their slaves outnumber them many times over, and the entire space fleet was constructed here. The Hydras appear extremely unified in viewpoint and outlook. The subject, along with all other Hydra in the system, identifies as a member of the Defense Consensus. They are fully committed to the enslavement of all other species, and there are no dissenting Hydra factions. There is, of course, always the possibility that the subject is lying, but all evidence suggests that the peaceful relations are impossible. Ultimately, there are only 2 likely outcomes. They enslave us, or we kill them. We will continue the interrogation once the subject regains consciousness. Successful objective abductions, okay. I'm going to do this one because this gives us more control point management. And then we'll probably do defoliants next, after that. Our research and development teams report they're now able to undertake their weakness project.
Violence is abating.
Things are stabilizing.
Order is returning.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us. Things are cooling off.
Our research and development teams report that we're now undertake their purpose project, parasite resistance project, and the wormhole project. Okay, look at the time. It's about time I put another part break in. If you're watching on YouTube, we're going to have one more part recorded during this recording session. That will be tomorrow's part. We will probably, if everything goes according to plan, have a part up the day after tomorrow as well. But that will be the beginning of the next stream. And the last stream of this game before I am away on... well, not away on vacation. Away on helping some family move. So I'll be out of town for about a week. there will be more streams until I go away, but we have one more stream of Terra Invicta between then and now. So tomorrow's part is going to be the last part of the stream. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break here so I can get up and stretch the legs, replace my drink. I'm not going to go get a new cup of tea. I'm going to instead go get a can of soda. So until the next part, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck, a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream, and bye for now.